Hmm. Hmm. Just, Excuse the fact that it took me so long to pick out music for this stream. But I think I'm more surprised that I'm even sitting here doing the stream. So, hey, what's up? Um, Sadly, there's no webcam because for some reason, oh, it decided to work. You guys can't see it, but I have just figured out that my door is open. And also, my webcam is kind of. Nope, that just made it worse. Nope, I don't think I'm gonna do webcam. I think I've decided I'm not doing webcam this time because I look like complete garbage. Whoopsie daisies. But I guess to the people who want to see my face and see how dirty and mangy and everything in between. Yes, add the source, please. You are too big. What did I just do? No. Webcam. Webcam. There we go. Don't mind me. But I probably should do something about this. Hmm. And bada bing, bada boom, I am here. Look at me in this empty room. Also, my hair needs to be absolutely cut to an absolute, to short as it could be. I don't know where that accent came from, but here we are. Let me see. So let me preface this real quick. I don't have a second monitor at the moment because I believe that my mom stole my cord that I was supposed to have with this monitor, and I think she stole it. So, yeah. But not to be, um, not to point fingers, but I think my mom has it somewhere. Also, I don't know how I don't know how to navigate everything. Also, I don't know how bah! Wait, I want to hear this. Yep, okay. Just wanting to hear it. Okay. So, I'm going to do some things, which is I'm going to share these with my friends because because people deserve to hear my voice, see my face, and I don't know, make fun of me. So, where do I put it? I'm just gonna be that person and be like, anyone want to see my ugly mug and just hang out? Also, for some reason, I cannot do anything with chat on my streaming service. So whoopee! I am a professional. I'm a professional. The audio current bitrate is lower than the recommended. Well, fuck off. Fuck off. I am not made for kids, please. But I am just here to sit back, relax, and enjoy some cute questions from the audience. Because I got nothing else to do, and this is literally what I would do on TikTok. So, I'm boring. I am a boring individual. Very boring. But this is how it's done on TikTok. You just sit around and watch people, and hop in the chat. But anyone want to see my ugly mug? There's the link. This is to my friends. Anyways, back to everything. So, as you can see from like above my head right here, it says ask me some questions. So ask me some questions. I'm willing to be an open book. There are a few things that I will not be answering, and that will be religious stuff because I will preface this first. I'm not religious. Okay? I'm not religious. I don't believe in Jesus Christ, God, or whatever deity you guys believe in. I don't. I am religionless. Second, I will not be telling my age because I will not be answering those questions because one, I'm 23. I'm old enough. I don't think that really matters because I'm not on TikTok. So, but I will definitely answer some questions. Why the hell does this not want to work? It does not want to work. Okay. I'm just going to say hello in chat. Hello. And I'm going to drink my drink. But I think the first thing I should say is the fact that yes, it has been. How long has it been? Looking to where my last ever going to my channel right now. It has been let's see. 4 years. Okay, thank you for telling me 4 years ago. It's been the last time I have uploaded anything. Thank you. So August 3rd, 2020. So that sounds about right. 4 years. My God. I feel like I've aged. I feel like I have aged. And I have aged. Yeah. I have aged a lot. I've aged 4. I'm 23 now. What the hell? I was going to say something. I don't know what it was. Yeah. But it's been 4 years since I've made a video. And I bet it's been even longer. Actually, maybe less long. Less long. Oh, that's my short. When was the last time I was live? 2 years ago. Ow. Ow. My poor heart. I have been gone for 2 years. Actually, it says it. When was this streamed? Yes, 2 years ago. January 29th of 2022. This was long overdue. It is long overdue. So yeah, I think it has been a long time. But I wanted to make a video about this, but I felt like I probably wouldn't have gotten to the points that I wanted to if I did a video. Cuz I think first things first, I had technically been inspired to do a video like this or a stream, something like this, where I explain what the hell happened in 4 years. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. Was literally how long has it been since I've been on YouTube, and how long has it been? What has happened? So, I think a good way of putting this is, hey, um, reading this little document that I have here. So I have a couple documents open, and if you don't, this is sort of kind of like a draw my life, uh, and like an update on what's been going on in my life. Oh God, I think this is going to be a long stream. So to those who are going to be seeing this video afterwards, buckle up. It's going to be a long ride. But while I'm waiting for viewers to come in to start asking me some actual questions, I'm gonna just let you know what's been going on. So, yeah. I know that I want to try to put myself. So, first things first, you can tell by the setup. So, my current setup right now is in a very empty room that hasn't been empty for. It's been empty for about a month now. Mostly because originally this was my office space. So I have a 2-bedroom apartment that I had acquired. I'm not gonna go into detail about that, but I have acquired a 2-bedroom apartment, and uh, so that means I've moved out of my parents' house, and yeah, that is the first thing. But you can see that there's a door over here, uh, whatever you want to call this, the control panel, um, and also this nice little gaming chair that I have. But it feels like I have downgraded because I have my second monitor over here, but I don't have the right cords for it, so womp womp, womp to me. Uh, but yeah, let me explain what has happened. So since I have streamed back in 2022. Thanks, phone. Wait, is this telling me, hey? Oh, yeah. I'm Mr. Wolf Seeks. Look at me. I completely forgot about Discord. Yeah. And I'll explain that in a minute. I should probably write this down. Because of my forgetfulness. Um, anyways. I'm in a very noisy part of this city that I'm in. I'm not going to be sharing that because I think it's best that I keep that a secret, just so I can kind of detach my. So then you guys can, you know, not have to know so much personal stuff with me. But if I end up saying it, then oops. So my setup my setup has been empty for about a month now, and the reason why was because I had a roommate at some point. And I will get to that in a minute. I think the first thing I'm going to um, do is read off this document of what I've had so far, That basically explains everything from what has happened since Missouri, since I started doing TikTok, and continuing on TikTok. I want to move this over. So everyone knows my intro. Hi, hey guys, my name is Wolf. Everyone knows that. So if you don't know who I am and you're just stumbling upon my channel right now and seeing this stream, hi, my name is Wolf. My actual name is Skylar. I am 23 years old, and I used to be I was born female, but now I am non-binary. I am a non-binary being, specifically non-binary masculine. But you can see my ugly mug. You can probably see the fact that I have a beard because I haven't shaved. That is because I have a medical condition called polycystic ovarian syndrome. Yes, polycystic ovarian syndrome, or PCOS. Uh, I've had it for quite a while. I've now just been diagnosed with it. So this extra hair is because I have an increased uh, production in testosterone, and that's just natural. But also, I am planning on going on testosterone as well. So you guys get to I hope that you guys get to experience that journey and go on in that journey with me. So yeah. Um but if you don't remember that greeting, um or if you know that greeting, hi, I'm back. If you don't know, hello, I'm Wolf. My actual name is Skylar. My last name I'm keeping out of media. If it is out there, I guess that doesn't matter to me. So if you don't know me, hi, my name is Wolf. Uh, it it is a I think it was about time that I told you guys a tale that has been long waited in the works. Yeah, a tale of who I am, and where have I been. This is basically a script that I'm reading off of. So if this seems kind of weird, I'm sorry. So, um, it has been years since I've uploaded on YouTube, and a bit of time has since I've been alive on the internet. If you don't know where I've been, I have been basically trying to rekindle what had happened. So, um, again, hello, my name is Wolf Lycan. I'm 23 years old. I've been making videos since I was young, and I wanted to share those videos online with you guys. And you may remember how certain people in my life meant to me. So, like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, my girlfriend at the time, etc. But since I've stopped making videos, I continue to live my life by moving to TikTok to make content and gain a large following over there. So, if you don't know where my TikTok is, I gotta put it down somewhere. Hold on. Let me put it down there somewhere. Image. And we'll actually go through my TikTok as well, so you can see what I've been doing. Where is my text box? I have forgotten. Oh, there it is. Now make a new source instead. So, socials. And it won't show up right away, but it will show up once I do my magic. So give me a minute. So on my TikTok, you'll find me at Wolves Rules 1243. Is that my TikTok? I think it is. Okay. So you will find it right about there. So down there's my TikTok. So if you actually want to go ahead and go and find what I've been doing, go ahead. Also, this might get weird. Okay, excuse me. Yep. So you'll find my TikTok. So yeah, you'll know it's me because of my iconic icon from YouTube. You'll find it there. So if you just don't want to wait, you can just go on over there. Yeah. And let me continue. Friend. And I've another thing that I should explain that I have basically dropped all of my handles. Um, not entirely, but it's just that I haven't been on Twitter or that X Bird app. That has now become after quarantine and Mr. Tesla owner, whatever his name is, Elon Musk. There we go. Elon Musk. After he bought Twitter, I have not been on Twitter. I have not been on Tumblr. I have not been on Instagram that often. But but maybe if you find me around, hey, if you find me on Instagram, because I am technically active on Instagram, just not where you expect, me to be. I still do drawing. So if you do end up finding that, if you end up finding Lone Wolf commissions, I'm right over there. So, yeah. Let me continue on with my little script. And excuse the fact that if there's any noise you hear other than my voice, that's because I'm living in a big city. That will be changing hopefully soon. I'll be moving in the next month. So, but yeah, got a link. Yes, there we go. Oh no, it says the Mixed Army. No, I have done wrong. I haven't heard the Mixed Army in like ages. Ooh, so, feels like cringe. It feels like cringe. But yeah. Let's see. Since I stopped making videos, I continued to live my life by moving to TikTok to make content and gaining a large following there. I moved in with my girlfriend, aka my best friend, in 2020, continued to make short videos on TikTok and showed the world who I was. Wolf, a content creator. And this may come to a surprise, I am a furry. Yes. My TikTok is mostly my furry content, so be sure. Cringy wolf. Hey Star, what's up? I know where you came from. Don't mind me, I am just doing my thing. But yeah. Dun dun dun, I'm a furry. Feel free to put your hate in the comments. Yeah. But I am a furry, and I will also come out. I am a Therian as well, and I'm going to get a lot of hate for that too. So be sure to put your hate in the comments. How's the stickers going? Stickers are going good. I think I just fixed your first sticker, and I'm going to be moving on to the next sticker soon. So, yippee. So, yeah. So if you didn't know, during my time on YouTube, I moved in with my girlfriend, uh, which I will keep their name out of this for reasons. But eventually, yeah. Though when things took a turn for the worst, a year and a half after living in Missouri, my girlfriend and I broke up. And I will put this very, very bluntly that I was actually that the reason why things didn't go well, and I will put this bluntly, and this is only my side of the story, only my side. I'm going to preface that right now. This is my side. So this is what I think happened. Her parents did not like me. Her parents did not. Um, I feel like they didn't really understand me as a person, and they basically took what they got on me, related to their daughter, who was my girlfriend, and convinced her that I wasn't a perfect fit. And I will also throw this out, I was not a great person either. So it's something that just kind of happened. Things just didn't work out well. Her parents did not want me around. Specifically, her dad did not want me around. So I was forced out of that house about a week after the breakup. And my TikTok does have that down there, the video. So if you find it, you'll find the video that tells what had just happened. It was very vague, um, but yeah. Uh, let's see. Yeah. So after a year and a half living in Missouri, my girlfriend broke up with me, allowing her family to force me out and left me homeless for a month in Missouri. Yeah, I had I had been homeless for a month with nothing but the stuff that I had and my rinky dinky little uh, Grand Am, my Pontiac Grand Am. And yeah, it was very hard because at that time I did have a job and I was working my ass off at that job. And it was the only job that would allow me to stay and work as many hours as I wanted, despite knowing that they were taking advantage of me. And so it just, things just didn't work out how they should have. And I ended up living in the same hotel, repeatedly getting repeatedly getting different hotel reservations just to keep myself afloat. And eventually, that the money that I had saved up that I was going to use to get an apartment backfired. Um, and eventually, I had to move back to Michigan. And while I still have contact with the friends that I've made in Missouri and Kansas, specifically those two states, uh, I kind of fell off the face of the earth during that time. And I stopped talking with a lot of people. Um, and and during the time that I was in Missouri, I had accidentally totaled my car. So I had to get a rental for a few days before my mom had to come and rescue me from where I was, and I was back to square one. I had to start again, building back what I had lost, and trying to continue to work. Uh, I got bitter, and I got depressed to the point that I had lost a good job within a month of getting it, and I had to try again. I continued to make videos on TikTok after telling my viewers that I needed to take a break and focus on finding stability. I met people, even tried dating again, but my first relationship after returning to Michigan went very horribly, and I needed to cut off that friendship soon after. For years, I struggled to cope with the breakup with my ex girlfriend. By the way, I am doing a lot better. I finally have um, gotten over that, but during that time, I just cried. I sobbed for weeks, and still to this day, um, I still I still cope with it a little bit, but I have mostly moved on. I've mostly moved on from what it was from her. because she made it very clear after she had sent the last of my stuff, except for one package that I've been waiting for years for. I'm not going to let you know what the contents of it. Let's just say uh, it is adult stuff, and not a lot of my viewers are adults. While I am not specifically for kids, I swear I act like a little kid sometimes, and I do stuff. But my channel is not for kids. It has never been for kids. Well, it has been for kids for a while, but I changed as I grew older. Um, let's see. I'm going back. Um, for those years that I had been trying to cope with the relationship and the breakup and everything, I begged to have her back. I think that's a lot of what everyone experiences after a breakup is that if it was going good and you saw nothing wrong, but then it ends suddenly, sometimes you have wondered what you could have done better, what you could. Excuse me. What is it, little man? Meow, meow. So I think everyone remembers Selena, wherever she has gone. I have since gotten a new cat. Oh, did you just try to put my finger in your mouth? I don't know where she is right now, but I have another cat. His name is Tinker. He's an absolute sweetheart. Um, if I can get him close, come here, come here, Tinker. No, you're just going to investigate. Come on, come here. Good boy. Come here. Mm. Mm. So this is Tinker. He's my old boy. He has been he's a new member of the family. Other than Selena. Well, Selena hasn't been new, but this is Tinker. I got him from a friend. They were getting rid of him, and so I decided to keep him. But he is so sweet. He is such a sweet little old man. But yeah, he's doing well. He's doing well. Selena isn't too happy about having a new family member around, but they get along. At least he doesn't do anything other than just sleep, meow, and cuddle. Yeah, yeah. All right, buddy. I'm gonna put you down. No, I'll put you down. He's really fluffy, but he's kind of skinny. But it's not because I don't feed him. It's just that he doesn't eat. Actually, you know what? I think he does need food. Um, I think he actually does need food, but I'll do it after the stream. Um, yeah. So I beg. So back to what I was doing, what I was saying. I begged to have her back, since she was the only thing that was good. But to my misfortune, she had moved on. She had moved on from me, and it was very, very clear that she moved on because the last time I heard about her was she had she had a new guy, or maybe I'm non I can't remember the gender of of her partner, but let's just say that for the sake of that, we'll just call them they. Um, she moved on to someone else, and refuses to reach out to me after all of even after like after 3 years, 3 to 4 years now, and it still sucks because while I don't desire to have a relationship with her anymore, I still want to at least talk to her, ask her how she's doing. If she had gotten over everything that happened between her and I, and if she ever still thinks of me, maybe. I don't know. I don't think so, but one can wonder. But maybe one day she'll come back and apologize too. Apologize and say, "Hey, I know things didn't work out for us, but maybe it's time that we rekindle a friendship or something. I don't know. Or she may never come back. Who knows? But yeah, part of me just wishes that she's doing fine. She's doing all right. She's happy with her new partner, and that she's broken herself away from her dad, who was abusive, not physically, but mentally and emotionally. But I hope she's doing all right. So going back to my YouTube update, I had struggled mentally during during the during this after everything. After I moved back in with my parents, tried to find jobs to work, I struggled very, very, very badly. Um, it was between the medical emergency my mom had gone through that costed to lose half of her right arm, and the abuse that followed after the trauma that she went through. We argued a lot, and we just weren't compatible with each other. I just wasn't a great um, a great daughter because I tried to focus on myself, and I didn't help around the house. So yeah, I got fed up. I argued. I yelled. She yelled. And at one point, she ended up telling my father to talk to me before she would kill me. And that's. If my parents do see this video at some point, Mom, I'm sorry. That is what you did say. But I know. I knew that she didn't really mean it, but at that moment, it felt like she meant it. And eventually, she told me to get out of the house, and regretted it when she saw I was packing up and leaving. And I ended up moving up north, 30 minutes away from home, and I became homeless again. I was surfing on friends' couches, trying to establish myself half an hour away from home. I started seeing a therapist that I still see to this day, and she's helped me through a lot of my past and my present issues. Even to this day, I still have issues. While it was a struggle to deal with my emotions, I continued to barely live. I found a job only for my employer to cut my hours, and I had to change jobs. I ended up working. The first job that after moving up here, I ended up working at a pet store, which I was happy to work at a pet store, but then I don't know if it was because of me or because of my employer, but a lot of things had changed. I was no longer allowed on registers anymore. Um, Mostly because I guess I shared too much when it came to people, when it came to different things. And during this time, I also had lost we had lost our family dog Max, and it was the first time I've ever experienced death, because I remember having to talk to my manager and say, "Hey, I just got news that they're going to be putting my family's dog down." And I asked if I could just leave early, and eventually I did. I drove all the way down to to the animal hospital that Max was being put into. And sorry if I get emotional, but I watched the the vet or the vet tech. I don't remember who he was, but I remember just holding Max and watching as they put the needles into his IV, and he slowly just passed. Hmm. He passed peacefully, at least, but that was the first time that I've ever experienced death, and it was very hard. And I talked about it a lot because I thought that would work, and eventually it did. It's just that I wasn't expressing it to the right people, and I tried so badly to just let it happen, but eventually things got better, and to this day I still think about Max because he was my first ever dog that I've ever had in my life, and to see everyone, especially my father, getting teary-eyed for this dog that I barely loved, it made me realize that life's too short and that things had to change, and that I would, whenever I would get a new pet, that I would love this damn pet better than I ever loved Max, because I never thought of Max as my pet after a while. I just but I hated that dog so badly, but I didn't know how much time he had, and that's what upsets me, is the fact um that I hated this dog, but truly I love this dog. But yeah, I eventually after I had lost that first pet shop job, I ended up getting a new one. And during this time, I was evicted from my friend's place, and I had to find somewhere else to go. So I spent one night in a homeless shelter here here in this big old city. I spent I spent one night, and I hated it. I hated it. It was very, very scary because I felt like I was alone, and that I was going to endure this myself, and I wanted to, but I was so terrified because I didn't know if I was even going to wake up in the morning and still be alive. But I finally got into a housing program that allowed me to. It was sort of this youth homeless shelter where I had gotten in and was able to stay at this homeless shelter, and um, was able to get get back on my feet and try to continue working at this new pet shop job that I had. And eventually, you know, it was working out. I began to heal a bit, actually, after seeing my therapist and getting a psychiatrist to help me with my medications and getting on track with those. It did help. But while my experience there was hell, and it felt like I was being treated like a psych patient with some freedom, but having my every move watched and being written up over these little itty bitty mistakes with not much grace, it still was better than nothing. Um, I continued work before promptly getting let go, and had to find some other employment. And I started pet sitting around my area, and I worked as hard as I could to keep my income coming in. And to this day, I'm still doing pet sitting in my area, which I like. I really do. But eventually, things do get a little boring after a while. But I still love this job. It is the only thing that has been keeping me going, I guess. I get to hang out with a lot of dogs, and I get to hang out with a lot of cats, a lot of pets, and I've met some really, really cool, really great clients, really good dogs, cats. I've probably met just about every kind of dog, um, if not, if not, maybe about half. So, yeah. Um, and during this time, and I might get banned for this, but I think we just need a little bit of time, a little bit to slow down here. Um, but during my time at this homeless shelter program for the youth, um, I had I had picked up a really bad habit. Um, but I think the first things first. I think everyone knows what has been going on with weed, uh, marijuana, cannabis, whatever you want to call it, speed. No, not speed. Um, weed, grass, the epic, that kind of thing. Whatever you call it. During around this time, all this like cannabis stuff was being um, you know put into place. I turned 21 at around this time, and I picked up a bad habit of smoking weed or cannabis, which I've now called it cannabis just because I think it's a better way of. Um, but all of you little uh, weed enthusiasts, you can call it weed, whatever you want. But I did pick up cannabis as a bad habit. But after some time, I did eventually figure out what I was supposed to do with it. Um, but yeah, I picked up smoking weed, and it was it. By the way, it is legal in Michigan, so I'm not doing any. It's not like I'm breaking a law or anything. Uh, but it's still like how it works here in Michigan is that you're allowed to smoke cannabis in private property that like your own like residency, your private property. Out in public, it's not. It's kind of frowned upon, but I don't think many people really care that people are smoking it out in public. But as long as they're not making a fool of themselves or doing something illegal, but it's advised that you do it in private property where you're allowed to. So yeah, but it's legal here in Michigan, so that's why I'm smoking it because it's legal. I'm not doing anything wrong. I mean, it makes me feel a little devious, but or a little devilish to be smoking the devil's lettuce. But I at least I like it, but I've cut back since I started, and I no longer do it. But I think it's been very beneficial for me since I started smoking it because it's given me a whole new perspective on life. Um, but yeah, enough of that. So after picking up marijuana, I was eventually kicked out of that program because of these damn little things that I would get written up for. I accidentally left my clothes in a laundry machine and left the building without knowing. Okay. I miss one of my medications. Oops, sorry. Um, and I did some various other things, but honestly, it felt like school in a prison and a psych ward at the same time. It was not great. I don't think any facility is going to be any better, but in that one place, I felt like I was a psych patient, and if I didn't do exactly what they said, then I would get written up. And then there was the risk of being kicked out. Um, they gave me time to talk about it, but to be honest, I think they were just giving me. I thought they were giving me a chance to, show my to explain myself and all that, and I told them that I've been doing I've been doing really good. Sure, there's been some slip ups, but I tried my best. I was doing what I could, and but what they did was they just basically had already decided, given me the chance, gave me the chance to explain myself, but still kicked me out. Like, okay, thank you for your opportunity, and they did not care where I was going to go. They did not care. They just put me out on the street again. So I was homeless again. I ended up staying in my car for a week before I ended up cracking, and I ended up staying with my parents again um, until eventually, you know, until I eventually was able to move into my first apartment at the end of November. And during that time, I also had lost my best friend that I had been talking to for a long time. I don't know if you know about uh, a name that knew about this friend. She was, or they were my moderator, and they were usually in my streams a lot. But they something had happened between them and I, and we just stopped talking with each other. And mostly it was because they were in an abusive relationship with their parents, and it was I could and there was nothing that I could have done. But thing eventually there was a shove, and then things ended. Yeah. I've now hit another depression trench in my life right now. While I'm still seeing a therapist and continuing to get help, my life really hasn't improved at all. All that. Sure, I have a roof on my head. I have support from my friends and medical professionals, and having most of my expenses paid. I still fell into a deep depression. I'm still getting help from different sources to keep me afloat. But the only thing I have to say is, well, I have my own apartment, and I'm living all right. I'm living comfortably, at least, to an extent. Um, yeah. I can't. Let's see. I can't say that I'm not really that happy with my life right now because things have been going on. My depression has only gotten worse. I've been diagnosed with major depressive disorder. I've been diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder. I may have bipolar 2 disorder. I may still have ADHD. Um, I I will admit that I still haven't found anyone, probably because of these looks. These looks haven't really attracted a whole lot of people, and that's okay, I guess. But in my love category, I haven't really been doing a whole lot. And there's nothing in my love category right now. But I mean, things seem to be going all right, and hopefully there will be a time where I'll eventually find or get into a relationship. But I don't know. um, actually, during the time and during the time that I was in that facility, I ended up going to the ER twice for my depression. So I ended up being a little I would get very depressed, and to the point that I felt like nothing was worth the effort anymore. And I ended up going to the ER twice to to get that fixed. I guess. I don't. I mean, I have. I will be honest. They did nothing. Probably because I wasn't a risk to myself. But they just said keep following up with your professionals and. But I don't know. I wish they would have done something. I don't know what I would expect it from them. But yeah. Um. Yeah. I've been. I think the I've been mostly catching up on things. Catching up on Jacksepticeye videos, Markiplier videos that I have been missing during my time of working and during the time of my depressions. I've been keeping up and watching old videos, new videos. But mostly, I just wish that I can just meet my heroes one day. I think everyone remembers that How Did We Get Here tour that happened like 5 years ago or something. I ended up the reason why I'm on here is because of that video. Um, I'm still watching the How Did We Get Here documentary from Jacksepticeye, and it made me think about my life up to now and how I I'm basically a no one at this point. I'm a no one. No one knows who I am, and I'm nothing special. So, and sure, that may seem like like that's harsh. Oh, of course you're someone. You have 460 subscribers on on YouTube. You have what? How many? Something something on uh TikTok. If I can find TikTok. Am I still logged in on TikTok? So then I can no. Yeah. So apparent. So you may be saying that I am nobody. That of course you're somebody. You have 460 subscribers on YouTube, or 3,700, more than 300, 3.7K followers on TikTok, and with 12.4K likes. You got to be someone, right? No, I don't think. I don't think I'm still anyone. I'm just mostly trying to find out what the hell I'm gonna do with my life. I mean, to be honest, I still don't know what I'm doing with my life. I'm starting a small business and pet sitting and stuff, but I don't know if that's really what I want to do for the rest of my life. I mean, I want to make a successful business because how else am I supposed to make a living if it isn't if I don't work and you know only help can go so far. But yeah. I think I'm content with the fact that I'm still kind of a nobody. Barely anyone knows me. I mean, going through this live right now, I've only had like maybe 2 people drop in, and that's it. One of my friends dropped in because I sent him a link to this and we started talking. But throughout this entire live stream, I've only seen maybe 1 or 2 people. So I am a nobody. No one seems like not a lot of people care about this little fat ugly mug here because I'm different. Yeah. Yeah. But I guess thank you to anyone who's been watching this stream for this long. Um and to anyone who is watching this live stream after after all this and are here in this part of the video, thank you for at least, being here and being this far into the video because it is appreciated. I'm not looking for pity. I'm not looking for um, any sort of like, I don't know. I just hope that maybe one day I'll become somebody that'll make an impact, whether it's here on YouTube or on TikTok or in my small business. You know, I hope that at least I'll be somebody. But I guess I don't know. But I should also explain why, because um, it's been an hour since I have. It's probably been about an hour since I've talked about why like at the beginning of this stream why I've only had an empty room for a month, and that was because I had a roommate at some point. So during my excuse me during my time here in this apartment, I I decided, well, I wanted to help somebody else get out of a situation that was similar to mine, and I did. I took someone in, and it was fine for a while when they were staying here, but then things just then problems started arising, whether it was just from me or from them. But they were I mean, there was constant. It felt like there was constant noise in this apartment all the time. There was always someone else here other than my cat, which I only had Selena at this time. Tinker is kind of a new addition to the household for about a month now, for over a month now. So, um, yeah. But the reason why the roommate is no longer here is because they weren't paying rent and could have sworn that we had made agreement on rent, but according to them, that I lied and didn't. I lied about something. I don't know what it was. I apparently I lied about something and I have no idea about, but no one will tell me what I lied about. So, yeah. Honestly, most of this is kind of BS. So, a lot of drama between furries. This is kind of like local furry drama. This is why I don't have very many furry friends because of what happened. Why this room is empty. Um, but this roommate was not really respectful of the fact that there is such thing as quiet hours. They started playing games and doing stuff and yelling and being loud. And my room is like right over there. And I have downstairs neighbors, I have upstairs neighbors, I have next door neighbors, and on each side, like my neighbors are back there, my neighbors are over there across my room, and I have neighbors up there, I have neighbors down there, and there was such thing as quiet hours, and I did not want people complaining that there is someone being too loud after 10 o'clock at night, and that made me worried. And all things came to a head when they threatened to have one of my friends shot because of a rumor that was going around that somehow became the ultimate fact about this one friend, about this one person, which I will not go into detail because one, it's not appropriate for YouTube, and two, it doesn't matter because you know what? Threatening to have someone shot is not a great way of keeping your residency, you know? And if they find this video, screw you. You messed up my apartment. You messed up this one room by pouring kitty litter into this room. You had no reason to retaliate because this was on you, not on me. But yeah, so the roommate has been gone for about a month now, and um, they decided to make it public of what happened and spread these false accusations and false information and everyone else just followed suit like this was a bandwagoning. Oh, oh, the bandwagon. No one wanted to listen to my side, so you know what? Screw them. And if they're watching this, screw you, because you didn't want my side of the story. My roommate was the problem, not me. But enough of that. Um, Honestly, I think I'm doing a lot better since I've done this YouTube update. Mostly because I've just been trying to do what I could to just keep afloat. And I think the one thing that I also kind of did was I kind of dropped off the face of the earth when it came to TikTok after the roommate situation because of shitty people. I dropped myself off a cliff when it came to TikTok. I disappeared. After my last video, I disappeared. And I know that right now I did do a couple videos, but I have no reason to upload them anymore because of what because of TikTok and how toxic it's gotten. The fact that now I feels like I have a target on my back, not because of TikTok, but because of because of the former roommate. So I'm hoping that once I move, things will be fine. I don't have to worry about these random people coming to my house and trying to harass me. But why though? Why are people so adamant about harassing other people because of little information? What is with that? I don't get it. But I don't know. It makes me it kind of reinforces the um what I was saying. I'm a complete nobody. Uh, I'm apparently dead to most of the community here nearby. You know, I'm practically dead to my local furries because oh I kicked out someone. I think I'm just gonna end this stream here. And whoever who has gotten to the end of this stream, I appreciate you just listening to me talking. And if this video doesn't go anywhere, oh well. I at least I tried. But I hope you guys at least, you know, were enjoyed the fact that I just plopped myself down here just to talk about what's been going on in my life and hopefully just to listen to what I have to say, but I don't think I'm going to be as great as all of these people that I watch on a day-to-day basis. I will admit, you know, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier. I don't think I'm going to be like them, but I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. Maybe I'll just become a nobody that just works and works and works and just, you know, be a somebody to some people. Maybe just be a somebody to animals, for example. But I appreciate to anyone who has gotten this far into the video or into the stream. I appreciate you, I guess. I guess that I appreciate all of you, but I think my depression has gotten to me knowing that I'm telling myself that I'm an absolute nobody and that I'm just bringing myself down. But who knows? Maybe this might go somewhere. Maybe it might go to the right people. Maybe it'll go to the wrong people. But I guess we'll find out. But thank you guys so much for watching until the end of the stream. If you liked it, slap that like button. Smack, 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 smack. I don't know. Smack that like button with your paws or your tail, and subscribe if you're new to my channel. I guess I'll see you wolves in the next video. Bye. Bye, everyone.